This song brings a lot of folks, myself included, into a different world, a different perspective to understand how other people think, not just how they live, but how they think about how they live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm looking forward to this. I did a reaction to Ned LeDoux, and Ned is Chris LeDoux's son. And Ned, I believe, is out in Wyoming. And the only reason I know that, because I didn't look it up, is that a reaction I did to one of Ned's songs 10, 12 months ago, and I know it was during the lockdown. I remember that. The pandemic lockdown was because he was shooting from his living room. And I guess like his cell signal wasn't that good, so it kind of broke up a little bit. But I remember liking it. And of course, if you're sending live feed from Wyoming, how could you not feel that, you know? Just the beauty, just the soil, you know, the mountains, the whole thing. But anyway, some people do. That's the name of the song. Some people do, some people don't. But in this case, some people do. And this is requested by Jameson Meza. So Jameson, thank you for this request. Shout out to you. And here we go. Ned LeDoux's song, Some People Do. Reminds me of his dad's music.
A long stretch of highway reaches out across the plains. Open fields of sagebrush scattered wild along the range. It's not the place to break down, just keep driving through. But why would you live here? Well, some people do.
There you go.
A white knuckle wind blows strong, ain't nothing to slow it down. I watch tumbleweeds race along this dry and barren ground. There's no sign of water, and they could use an inch or two to go weeks without it. Well, some people do. In the middle of nowhere, nothing much to see. But somebody's everything, somebody might be me. Total isolation in a world just passing through. Surviving in the middle of nowhere, some people do.
That's a fact.
You know the winter is cold as hell, snow blowing all around. Life comes to a standstill on this God-forsaken ground. All roads are snowed in, good luck on getting out. But to the ones who live here, it ain't nothing to worry about.
That's true.
In the middle of nowhere, nothing much to see. But somebody's everything, somebody might be me. Total isolation from a world just passing through. Surviving in the middle of nowhere, some people do.
It's unbelievable. I love this. I love this. And unbelievable. The plain, people who live in the plains of North Dakota, those, for instance, those are some hardy people. They don't complain. They just keep going. And, and this is reminiscent, although this is set in Wyoming, I'm guessing. It's just speaking about, hey, this is what we do. This is what we do. All right, so let's get back into this.
And to some, this is paradise. They'd have it no other way. Family roots run deep in the ground, and it's where they're gonna stay. When there's peace and solitude, worries out here are few. Living in the middle of nowhere, some people do.
Little rock jam here.
Big prairie moon comes up, the distant coyote howls. Echoes a song from another time. Serenity sets in now. as I pull off to the side, take a deep breath in. Sure feels good to be back home in the middle of nowhere again. In the middle of nowhere, nothing much to see. But somebody's everything, somebody might be me. Total isolation from a world just passing through. Surviving in the middle of nowhere, some people do.
I like his voice.
Surviving in the middle of nowhere, some people do.
That's a hell of a song. The way he sang that, he's got a great voice. He's got a great voice for this type of music too, because he just comes with it. And there's a smoothness in it. You know, it's definitely masculine. That's just no mistake in that. It's not just because the song is like that, but he's just got that, like his dad. You know, I mean, and I don't want to be rude because everybody's an individual. You know, regardless. You know, but genetics are a very real thing. You know. Songs like this, just I love being brought into another world. I do. Music does it, movies do it, books will do it. You know, one of the things about writing, for example, that you read is that you want to bring story is a big deal in life, but you want to bring people into like a world or a culture or something that they've not been a part of. Introduce them to it. It doesn't matter. It could be business, could be dance, it could be music, it could be any, but bring them into a world, or you know, do a little tangent that's relevant to bring them into that world. This song brings a lot of folks, myself included, into a different world, a different perspective, to understand how other people think, not just how they live, but how they think about how they live. And this song did that. It's like some people do. That somebody might be me. And I love it when people use themselves as an example, not in any crass F you type of way, but just that person might be me. And that's just hardcore truth. That's all that is. That's just a fact. That's just true. It might be me. I live here. Our families have been out here. You look at this godforsaken land. It could use 2 more inches of water. Tumbleweeds going down the place. You know, we get snowed in, and some people get freaked out by it. He didn't say we don't, but they don't. I forget what he said about that part. Yeah, there was a lot said in this thing. A lot of like vignettes or examples. Jameson Mez, a good call on this one. I'm glad I got like a full song of Ned's that, you know, just was a normal song. The previous one I done was sort of like a little choppy, as I recall. It was a year ago or so, but what am I going to rate this? Any of you guys live on the prairie? Prairies out there? Any prairies anywhere? I know some of you do. Some of you guys will leave comments, and I'm like, wow, there's people from all over, of course, but in very different types of life. Some lay pipe, some, you know, are on rigs, some are truck drivers, whatever. But that song right there, because of what he said and how it was said, is a 9.4. To me. Obviously, I'm the one rating, but that's a 9.4, folks. I love that. The poignancy of it and what I get from listening to these songs. I mean, they don't die like when I turn the camera off. They stay with me. I remember that I love knowing other people's mindsets, how they feel about how they live, where they live, just different thoughts, especially when it comes to like a lifestyle with which I'm unacquainted, you know, being a Jersey guy. Lived in Florida for a couple of years taking care of my mother, and that was its own world. But this kind of thing is just different to me, and I love hearing about it. So, and there was a kindness, you know, there's you know, just matter of fact, but there's also a little bit of kindness that came through his voice and his storytelling. So I like that too. So, all right, Ned LeDoux, some people do. I like that. That's life. That's what that is. So, all right. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country, guys.